Yo, people, lateness is greatness. You already know what time it is. It's time for the review of the Chelsea versus Tottenham game. 3-0, baby. I'm telling you now, I'm a happy bunny. I'm a very happy man. I've already added my Tottenham friends on Instagram. I hope that they're checking out the video. I hope that they're well. But I must say, this has been beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. This has been one hell of a victory for us, especially after that first half. We're going to analyze. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to get into a deep dive of what's been going on throughout the 90 minutes. But first of all, we just got to congratulate the team first and foremost for bouncing back from that first half. I don't know what happened at halftime. I don't know if Tuchel started threatening. I don't know what the team talk was. But I must say that second half performance was different. It was completely different. The change made the difference, it seems, and they came out in the second half and they were on smoke. They were on smoke. There was no shots on target in the first half. The second half, they were on smoke. And we set the house on fire, ladies and gentlemen. We set the house on fire. That Tottenham stadium, that lovely stadium, yeah, with their NFL pitch and shit, we set it on fire, yeah? We set it ablaze. And now the fire brigades are all around North London trying to track that shit. And we're out here traveling south. That's the second time we've come to North and we've taken lives. That's the second time. We're only in mid-September and we've gone North twice and we've taken lives twice. Twice. Arsenal and Chicken Ball FC. We've taken your lives twice. Sins. Oh, we're sinners. Soul snatchers. That's what they call us. Soul snatchers. It's a madness. An absolute Mazzolini, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, what a day. What a day out. For those Chelsea fans that traveled to the Top Spurs Stadium, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you outsung that stadium. I hope you outsung that Tottenham home support. I hope you're lavish in the library that it is now. And I hope you're making noise and you're enjoying. This reminds me, like I said, I've got a special place for this fixture. It was my first away game at the new Top Spur away ground. Lampard, Mourinho, 2-0, Willian, double. Ugh, disgusting. And now we got it again. Disgusting. Thiago Silva. Spam his name in the comments. Spam his song in the comments. Because Thiago Silva, the 36-year-old pensioner, they said, the brother's old. He ain't good. He ain't what he used to be. Well. What now? What are you telling me now? Because he's just dropped an absolute masterclass this evening. A masterclass in passing out from the back. A masterclass in defending. Last-ditch defending. And also scoring the goal. And he could add another. It was a brilliant save from Hugo Lloris. He almost got another. The defenders today is where I have to start. It's where I'm going to end. And it's probably where I'm going to finish in the middle as well, because I don't really want to talk about anybody else right now. The defenders today were ruthless. They were decisive. They were unbelievable. You're keeping a clean sheet. This is a team who has not conceded any goals in open play all season in the Premier League so far. The only goal we conceded was a penalty to Salah. They haven't conceded a goal in open play. They have not conceded a goal in open play. I'm going to say it again. In case you didn't hear me, they have not conceded a goal in open play, right? They're now scoring. They're assisting each other. Alonso with the corners. Delicious. Delicious. Welcome to the Tottenham. It's delicious, ladies and gentlemen. If this was a fry-up, I'm telling you, these brothers can cook. I said in the first half, nobody's cooking. Gordon Ramsay's having an absolute mare. He's shouting, he's screaming, he's screeching. Where's the lamb sauce? Lukaku's not getting fed. He's not getting any end product. He's not getting any service. Nobody was in the kitchen. The defenders were keeping the side worktops clean. The waiters, the wingbacks were walking around asking for orders. But the creators weren't creating. They were not cooking. They were not putting food on Lukaku's plate. So Lukaku left the dinner table and he said, "Bun this. I'm going home." So Silva, Rudiger, took a seat and said, "Hold up. I'm hungry." And Alonso said, "Don't worry, I'll cook." We had no head chef today. We had no sous chef. So the brothers on work experience started cooking. And they put up a delicious dish. A delicious dish. Unbelievable. Unbelievable performance from the defenders. Christensen, calm, composed, cold and deadly. He did not at any moment say, where's Kane? Where's Son? Not at any moment. Welcome to the penitentiary, as Lewis would say. Shout out Lewis. Make that jail bigger. Make it bigger. Put them in jail. Life is the sentence. Roy Keane is having a mare. He's fuming. He's saying, Kane, where were you? That Tottenham performance made me angry. I'm angry too. Because we're running out of space in the prison. Danish Maldini. We're running out of space in the prison. We're going to have to expand, build again, keep building. Make it wider. Very wide. The build-up play today was so good, man. So good. There were so many moments where we built out from the back, beyond their press, and we did really well. The back five, plus the pivot, so calm and controlled in possession. Don't take this shit for granted, people. Only the top footballers can do this in the tight spaces, under the press, with your back to the play sometimes, and you're able to wiggle your way out and pass and proceed. It's not easy in these streets. Trust me right now, it's not easy. Kepa, congratulations. Welcome to the table. Welcome. We haven't seen you since the Super Cup. We had a little panic when we saw you in the starting 11. I said, where's Mendy? Mend him. Mend Mendy. If he's got an upset stomach, give him some Calpol. Because I was worried. I was shook. But I was wrong. Because this brother came in and did his thing. Made a couple saves. Wasn't a madness. But kept a clean sheet. And that's good for the confidence. It's good for the market value. It's good for the stocks. Invest now in Kepa stock. Invest in the Kepa coin. To the moon, baby. To the moon. This is the coin you want to invest in. We're going to get Athletic Bilbao and we're going to charge them the same money they charged us at the end of the season. Watch. We're going to charge them the same money. They're going to pay. They are going to pay. But seriously, people, I'm so happy with that result. I'm gassed. I'm always gassed when you win a London derby. It doesn't matter how far they've fallen. It doesn't matter if they're playing in their own UCL, in their own Conference League. It doesn't matter if Arsenal are not in Europe. When we travel to North London, we go and we snatch souls. That is the intention. That is what we aim to do. And that is what we have done. And when it has been done, you must applaud it and you must appreciate it. Because sometimes we like to be charitable. Last season against Arsenal at the Emirates, we decided to strip. We decided to strip down. You know what I mean? You know when you're about to say a madness and you pause. But we decided to know we're gonna behave ourselves. And that's what we've done today. Today we've behaved ourselves and we've come and we've collected. Our record against Tottenham now in the last 7 games is 6 wins. And don't take it for granted. That's all I'm saying. Enjoy it while it's happening. Make sure you're enjoying these rival victories. Yes, we knew London was blue anyway, but it's nice to remind. It's always nice to remind. You never want to, let them forget. It's always nice to remind. Always. I didn't have space for Aspilicueta and Christensen in my tweet, but I love them. I was just reeling off names I could fit with the characters, the goal scorers, the assisters. But Christensen, brilliant today. Aspilicueta, 2 assists in his last 3 matches. Today, didn't get the assist, but it's cool. It's calm. We're going to get on to things that we could improve on because there's always things to improve on. We're Chelsea fans. We have high expectations. You know what I mean? We always have criticism for the team. Always. And we certainly do today because we were 0-0 at halftime for a reason. But right now, I'm enjoying myself. Propaganda, praise. That's what I'm enjoying right now. And that's what I'm on. Hot take from Sam. Kante is better Cam than Mount. All right, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Cook them out. I will cook. And I will cook very, very slowly. Sometimes you have to leave the food out overnight. You don't cook in one day sometimes. You let that chicken, you let that chicken just overnight. Let it settle. Let the seasoning settle. That's what we're doing all week. I got all week. I got Tobi on a Wednesday. I got Frad on his channel on a Tuesday. Expressions, you're the only one up. Hit me up. I'll cook all week. All week, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah. Let me also put slow mode on because someone thinks they're going to be spamming in my chat. No chance. Not going to ruin my festivities today. No way. We need to be seeing that healthy chat. That chat where they're celebrating, where they're talking smack. That's what I'm trying to see in the chat. I'm not trying to see no spam, no nonsense. No. No. Not today, sir. You will not be doing it. Not round here, you don't. Yeah? We're going to talk about it. We got the whole team to go through today on this review. That's, whether that's Werner, Mount, Kai. But we're starting with the best right now. They deserve the energy. They deserve the limelight. Man the match for me is Silva. Let me know in the comments who your man the match is. For me, it's Silva. I think Silva's performance was as complete as it gets. If you look at just before the first goal, look at the pass he played for Alonso to find him in behind the defense. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Honestly, Silva, that brother is just, we need to give him a new contract. I've said it. I know a lot of people are preparing for his departure so we can move on with Koundé or whoever else you want to sign. But if this brother's not dropping performances, if he's dropping performances like that, then I'm afraid he can't be going anywhere. Play him until he's 40 because I'm not seeing any decline. So why not give him another year? One more year. Shout it from the top of your lungs. Why not? Rudiger, pay him the money. A couple of weeks ago, I was like, whatever happens, happens. I'm getting involved now. Pay him the money. Pay him the money. Send him the contract. Send him the check. Send him the peas that he deserves. He shouldn't be earning 100K. That's Drinkwater wage. That's Reading wage. That's Baba Ramen Noodles wage. Send him his 200K in the post tomorrow. Send him the money. What are we doing? What are we waiting for? Send him his peas. Another black brother starving for no reason. Send him his money. Send him his peas. I'm done. I'm done talking about it. Don't ask me no questions about it. This is my stance on it. I don't want to talk about it again. Send him his money. Run him his check. Mayweather got to get paid. When he does his fights, he's got to get paid. Rudiger's doing the same amount of fights a year as Mayweather. Same amount of fights. Suarez scrapping. Amati scrapping last year. Should be up there on the Forbes list. Pay him his money. I'm done talking about it. No more questions. The press conference is over. Pay him his money. You man are taking a piss. 140K. That's what Drinkwater's on. That's what Hudson-Odoi is on. That's what Pulisic's on. The rotation players are on that money. You're trying to out here tell me he can't collect his bag. Are you stupid? And this is coming from me. I am not going to sit here and pretend like I've always been on this brother's side. In last January, I said, he can go. He's a good defender, but he's not standing out. He's not world class. He can go. I said he could go. He's turned it around. Pay him his money. Yeah? Run him his check. Silva, that contract extension, that 1 year extension, I don't know what's going on. I'm not trying to see this brother go anywhere either because the performance he put in there, disgusting. We are at the shit arena. We are at the toilet bowl arena, but the shit that we cooked up today, disgusting. Disgusting. Let me bring in my man Dami because I'm sure he's got a lot to say. I'm sure he's very hyped. Werner, the space creating king. I saw it, Brian. I've said it. I've given him his title. I've given him his name. I've spoken on it. And I didn't tell no lies. Kenny, North London pack hitting right now. That's twice we've gone to North London and taken 3 points twice. It's hitting. Man in the chat is twerking for Werner or Shameless from Reggie. Listen, Dami's smoking that North London pack. Where's the apple juice? I didn't have time to go out. I'm too hyped. It's empty. I didn't have any time. Empty. I didn't have no time to go down there. I was too busy. I put up the Instagram video. Check it out in the pinned comment after the stream. I didn't have time to collect the apple juice, but I'll get apple juice after. I don't even have my charger. I left it at my grandma's. I'm all over the place. I'm all over the shop. Dami, talk to me!
Chill! That North London pack is hitting different, blood. Do you understand? Listen, 6 consecutive W's in North London derbies, fam. Who else can do that other than the bombastical Chelsea, fam? Listen, man, they were talking about Harry Kane is going to break a record here and there, fam. Nah, he's not breaking the records against my team. What are you smirking? I'm smirking Tottenham. I don't know what you're smirking, but I'm smirking on that Tottenham pack. Nunes Santo thought he could do his thing here and there, brother.
Clean lungs, bro. I got clean lungs.
When man them say clean lungs, listen. You lot need to understand that this Chelsea team, right? Thomas Tuchel, once again, he does not miss blood. What did I say? He does not miss, fam. He doesn't miss, Matisse. Does he miss? I don't think.
Bro, the changes that he made. Bro, the changes that he made, I was so confused. I was like, Kante, Mount's not having a great game. Kai's not having a great game. And I thought he was going to bring on Kante for Georgie or Kova. And I was like, why? Takes off Mount, who, by the way, wasn't playing great. So it could have been him or Kai. And the whole game changes. But I think it's the team talk, bro. I think he started slapping man up in the changing room. Backhanding brothers. Smacking bottoms, bro. You remember when mums used to give beats? Just smacking. Belts. Everybody's getting licked. That's what happened at half time, bro.
It's not even just that. I keep telling people, like, remember, a few seasons ago, the issue was Chelsea can't bounce back in the second half. Chelsea can't do this in the second half. We can't do this. We can't do... Brother, we just pammed Tottenham 3-0 in their own backyard. And all 3 goals were scored in the second half. Kante came on. Man, they were asking for Werner. He put in Kante instead. And we scored 3 goals. 2 goals within Kante coming on in 6 minutes. Am I surprised? Kante scoring 1 as well? Bomber class. Listen. Once again, stop putting Tuchel's name in the same sentence as some of these other clowns. Because, listen, he is different gravy, fam. He is different gravy. Don't chat to me, fam. Oh my God. This Chelsea team are phenomenal, bro. I mean, T's like that game was something else, bro.
Bro, do you know what it is about it as well? It's the fact that the first half, we just didn't do it. I was sitting there at halftime thinking, we have not had a shot on target. Where are these brothers? I was making analogies. In the kitchen, nobody's cooking, bro. Gordon Ramsay, where's the lamb sauce?
The way first.
Huh? No, let's stay with the positive. No, we'll get to some of the brothers that didn't perform later. Yeah, later. Let's leave it, innit? Let's leave it. Let's keep up the hype train.
For starters. Nah. Pause. You pause. Pause. Santa with the Volvo XAJ, my mystic with the pen like JK, true say I really a drink about I got love for brandy like Ray J, champagne pop. Oh, Thiago, blood clot silver, fam. You have no idea. Listen, you don't know what's going on in blood. This guy's 37. I don't care. He could be 50, fam. Give him a new contract. Because this guy is on different source. I tweeted this thing. I tweeted it. Listen, check on my backup account. I wish I tweeted my meme. I said Thiago Silva was going to be the difference maker in the back line and going forward. What did this motherfucker do? Not only did he leave Harry Kane in his back pockets, this guy was keeping up with Kane, blood. He had Kane in his back pocket. He now went forward to go and start crucifying them. He was showing Harry Kane how to score.
Them blocks in the first half when we were under the caution in the opening 5 minutes. That Christensen clearance, the calm and composed and cold Christensen. Oh, disgusting. Rudiger with that run. Oh, my good. He's rude. Rudiger is rude. Christian is calm, collective, and cold. And Thiago Silva is just a don. I don't have any words for him. I don't have any descriptions or adjectives for him. I don't have it. PSG let this man go for free. They let this man walk out the door for free for what?
Bro. Listen. Maybe you guys are not understanding. I said, I don't care, fam. You see look at my lips. I don't care how old he gets. As long as he keeps playing like, I do not care, fam. I don't care. As long as he keeps playing at this level, give him a new Bombo Raz Clark contract. I don't want him flying back to Brazil to do nothing. He should stay. I don't care, bro. I do not care. He should stay.
The man is unbelievable.
He should stay.
People want to talk about the West Brom game. That is the only thing that you can bring up because apart from that, I keep telling you, he has been one of the best defenders in this country. And people keep telling me, but he's old and he's slow. Listen, you don't need pace to defend. You need intelligence. You need awareness, anticipation, understanding. That's what you need. And Thiago Silva has it in abundance. The man is ahead, one step ahead every single time. When the ball comes into the box, he knows where to position himself, where to clear it. Near post, far post, left foot, right foot, header. Man has got it all. It's only West Brom, and they've been relegated. So I don't care no more. They're gone. We move. Do you know what I mean? There's no West Brom in the calendar this season. So there's nothing to clutch onto because he's not playing West Brom. Kenny says Marino better throw any amount of money on Rudiger. What wants at him? He's a stripper right now. Listen, I'm telling you, he wants 200k and he deserves the 200k. I can't lie to you. AA said, "Damn, I seen your boxes."
brother.
Them ones where you're half dressed.
Yeah, nightwear. Nah, it's not even. They're not even boxers, fam. They're not even boxers. They're like nightwear, fam. I swear, they're like that long, bro. They're not boxers. Don't do this,
bro. I'm telling you.
I'm talking about my boxers when we took off Tottenham's. Fam, why are we talking about me, fam? It's not me we should be talking about, was Tottenham. That man went play with pants. They left their pants in the change room at half time. Nuno was there confused, stroking his bald head. He didn't know what to do. Fam, nah. It's not me. It's not me. It's not
and you know what? We
me
needed that. After what happened in the Man United game, where they didn't drop points because Mark Noble just did a madness. We needed that. Just that win. Needed it. Just go and collect those points. Oh, man. I'm telling you, Tottenham away.
I don't think you're understanding.
I have understanding.
I don't think you understand. It's not just it's not even. When I say I have understanding, not only have we done that, do you know that one game has allowed us to catch up with Liverpool on goal difference? That's my thing. Yeah. We have caught up with them. Now we're equal. Now, Chelsea are on top of the table. Like, it's not even just about, goal difference. We are literally on top of the table. That in itself, free bomber clock.
Funeral, that's why. Funeral. Tottenham's funeral.
Tottenham's funeral, bro. Why? Tottenham's funeral, bro. The only time
I'm wearing black as well. It's not a surprise. Black, Why do you think I was wearing black on the stream? I turned up in a black top, in a black shirt. Why do you think that was? Because I Tottenham's funeral.
Why to?
Have you not clocked? We're not wearing Chelsea tops. Have you not deeped it? We're not wearing Chelsea tops. We have come dressed in the appropriate attire for the funeral. You have to pay respect. You cannot be out here coming in Chelsea tops for this kind of event, especially away from home. So we are here paying respects. This is what you do. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Is on God, fam.
Bro, do you know what? Because it's so funny. We could have won by more. That's what's so funny, bro.
Matisse
could have won by more, but we'll get into that later. I'm not gonna, that's criticized. I just clocked.
Let's leave that.
Let me leave that. Do you know who we should talk about? Marcus Alonso. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Marcus Alonso has been captured.
He's brother. He's been captured.
He's been captured.
He's inevitable. He's inevitable. That's the issue. He is inevitable. That guy, you can't beat him. Like, it's impossible. That's what, 2 assists today or something like that. Brother, you can't beat him. You legit can't beat him. This guy was there getting spun almost like a Beyblade, and then he comes from, and then he kickstarts the entire process that gets us battering Tottenham. He was out there taking brilliant shots, getting lorries confused and whatnot. Brother, listen. We can't beat him, man.
Do you know what? As well,
we can't
the thing is with him, right? Is that he has been he had a really good start to the season, and then he started to not derail, but he started to put in some just decent performances. Not performances that against Aston Villa, Liverpool. Not performances that say he has to be dropped, but performances where it's Chilwell could get in now, knocking on the door. Then he comes and drops this masterclass. His record against Tottenham is untouchable. He loves it. He absolutely loves Tottenham. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. He was brilliant against Villarreal, brilliant against Palace.
Comment, oh God. That comment, oh God.
What have you choked on? What have you choked?
That comment, the Escobar comment. Oh God.
Where is this? Do you know what? I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to move. The brother's got a brilliant.
Oh Lord!
He put in some really good corners as well today. Really good corners. Like the delivery, the quality of the delivery from him today was brilliant. It really was something special. You know, he hit Thiago Silva twice, putting some dangerous crosses. First half, he didn't have a madness. It was just like, all right. But that was for the whole team. It was just like, ugh. Second half, just rose up and just stood out. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. Rudiger went on a nice run. Thiago Silva, just before the goal, I was saying as well, see that pass that he picked up for Alonso where he took on the shot and it hit Lloris. Brilliant strike. Brilliant strike. And a brilliant pass. Great vision. Cesc Fabregas-esque from him. And then the corner, I mean, the first goal, the header from Thiago Silva, man. I love it. And then just the way that he celebrated, you could see how much it meant to him.
Bro, he put so much power into that header. A lot of people don't realize that. I love our mid centre back sometimes. Whenever they take headers, they never really check. Brother, do you see how much power he put in that header? And that was like from the penalty spot. Brother, that was the full how many yards away from the thing. That was not a simple thing to do. So that's why I gassed the goal up so much, because it was that good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it was serious, man. And then, you look at the goal from Rudiger as well. The finish. Obviously Kante's goal is a fluky one. I think it's going to go in as an own goal for Dyer. He took a long shot and he just deflected and bobbled over the line. That was just hilarious. But the goal from Rudiger as well. I mean, great pullback from Timo. Composed. Need that in front of the goal now with your finishing. We'll get onto that later. But it was a good way to pick out the ball for Rudiger. Find him just peeling off. It was kind of carbon copy the goal that Timo Werner actually scored against Tottenham in the Cup in Lampard's first season, where he pulled back as well in a similar position. Then he had the composure to put it in the back of the net. Rudiger with a really good finish, man. Just composed, tucked it in, bottom corner. These defenders need to teach the rest of the team how to shoot outside Lukaku, because the finishing was just fantastic. Have not a bad word to say about it. We created some more other opportunities, which we're going to have to get into now. Second half, the weight of pass from Lukaku a few times, not quite on point. The first touch from Timo Werner, trying to put it on his right foot, or maybe he should have dragged it to his left and taken the shot. Didn't want to shoot with his left. But Timo Werner's, in terms of his shooting, it's still an issue. He comes on, he had a couple of opportunities to score, and they're very light. They're Ben Light, as you would say, type finishes. They're very weak.
I would say it. Don't say that. No. Don't associate me with that freezing. I'm not involved. I've never said
very
that.
Weak finishing from him.
In the past. Honestly, it was. I feel like the first one, horrible. That was horrible. I feel like the second one, he tried to tap it around the keeper. I feel like that was the best thing to do in that position, because he had very little time to get anything done. But Timo, man. Like, my issue with this Chelsea team is, and I don't want to paint it, because we just beaten Tottenham 3-0. That's not a simple thing to do, especially at White Hart Lane. But Matisse, this team, we can absolutely steamroll brothers, fam.
Yeah. We
can steamroll a lot of people. We can beat them 5, 6, 7-0. That could have been the case in the second half today if some of these men were clinical. Werner had opportunities that he didn't specifically bury. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a bit frustrating.
Well, I think you've got some static, bro. On your audio, they're saying you've got some static. Yeah, I can hear it as well.
Static?
Yeah, there's a little bit of static. It's like a little, like a mixer.
Is it better now?
Wait, keep talking for a bit. Let's test it. Nah, we can still hear it. We can still hear it. I'll mute you for 1 second. Just 1 second. I'll just mute him for 1 second as we fix that. Sugar Cader says people will say it's just Spurs, but that Thiago Silva performance has to be the greatest individual performance as a defender I've ever seen in recent times. I mean, listen, it was a masterclass. It was a proper masterclass, people. Like, there's no getting away from it. Every single part of the game that you want him to perfect, whether it comes down to goals from corners and set pieces and being dominant in the air, whether it comes to ball playing ability as well, from the back, like I said, great range of passing. And then when it comes down to just proper defending, blocks, clearances, leading others, getting in the right position, etc. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So, but like you said, like we was getting onto when it comes down to the chances not being taken. I think Werner, man, his finishing is still, again, I keep having this thing in my head. I'm going to unmute. Let's see if it's all right. I think
if this doesn't work, I'll change to another one.
You're fine now. Like, we haven't heard it yet, so you're all good.
Am I fine?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, brilliant. All right. So.
Yeah, but with Timo, as we was just about to say, just the finishing, man. Like, we've now got two completely different strikers in terms of finishing. The confidence of Lukaku the way that he hits the ball against Zenit, the header that he scored, the header against Zenit, the way he hit the ball against Aston Villa, the variety of goals, right foot, left foot, the confidence and the composure, how clinical he is. But then you go to Werner and it's like the complete opposite. Do you know what I mean? Because the finishing today,
I can't lie, Matisse.
Long, yeah.
I can't lie to you. I'm going to drop a straight bomb right from this very beginning. I tweeted about Ma Havertz. This season, my narrative is, I'm going to say how it is. If Werner, this is, we both give players 12 months in it. We give them 12 months. Let them adjust. Let them do that thing. If Werner can't sort out his legs by the end of this year, or the start by January next year, then he's a flop. On God, I'm telling you right now. Because this brother, the way he's crying, it's true. Nah, it's harsh.
I wasn't expecting you to say that. I wasn't expecting to say it, but
that's what I'm saying. No, but the thing is, it's true. It's true. I'm not here to lie to nobody. Maybe he might end up, okay, maybe not necessarily half of the, but this season, we need to see an improvement. Matisse Werner came on, and I was on people that was thinking, oh, crap, if Timo Werner actually can come into this team right now, when Havertz and Mount are messing up, there's a lot of space he can utilize. He can run into a lot of space. He can run the channel in many different locations, especially on the Eric Dyer's side as well. There was a lot of space on that part of Tottenham back line. I was thinking he could come in and get his thing done. Yeah, you can argue he needs minutes and he needs to get involved a bit more, but you don't have as much time as you think. We'll talk about the others as well, because I know we're building up to that. We'll talk about them as well. But Timo Werner, for me right now, he needs we need finishing sooner rather than later. Because if you're not, because right now we know Chelsea every year, bro, we've gotten a new striker almost every year now for the past how many years? Think about it. Even if the other striker is playing very well, Timo Werner is quickly good. I mean, he's already second choice. If he doesn't pick up at the end of the season, I promise you we'll sign another striker who could potentially leap him. And then by end of year three, he's out. So this guy has potential. We know what he's capable of doing, but he needs to take advantage of what makes me feel. I feel like maybe Werner got an assist, but I feel like maybe Callum Hudson-Odoi would have taken his chances a lot better. He would have taken the opportunity a lot better. But Timo Werner is not taking advantage of the opportunity he's getting right now. They're going to be very far and few between. But when you do get them, you need to be on your best behavior, and he was on his best behavior today.
The thing is with Timo as well is that when he comes on, we create more chances. And it's not that he's creating them via passing or anything like that. But as I keep calling him a space creator, when he's on the pitch, like the amount of players that just seem to have so much more space because of it, because he's in turn making space for others because they're having to watch him with the runs. I said as soon as he came on, this is going to be a really positive impact in terms of us creating chances, because now Tottenham are pushing for the goals, but they're going to leave loads of space in behind. And he's such a runner. He's gonna cause so many dangerous situations in terms of stretching the defense. He's gonna stretch out the back line. If the back line is trying to be narrow and congested, he's gonna stretch them out. He's gonna stretch them out, cause loads of problems, and then other people are gonna have more space as well to operate. And this is what he always does. If he could just finish, he would be a massive threat, but also someone that could potentially consistently get into the team. Because as I've been saying as well, it's not like anybody has actually. It's not like anybody actually taken this position. Timo's not taking the position. Mount's not taking the position. Havertz is not taking the position. Ziyech is not taking it. Nobody is taking the position. Nobody is saying, I want this position. I want this position. No one's saying, I am not moving. I am playing in this role behind Lukaku, end of story. But if he does not finish, which is what we paid for, because we need other people to contribute to goals. It can't just be Lukaku. And obviously the defenders right now are chipping in, but that's not sustainable to keep asking defenders to score goals. Right now, today, the only goal all the goals were from defenders. Thiago Silva scored. You got the goal from Rudiger and you got the goal from Eric Dyer. Bless his heart, he wanted to contribute. Do you know what I'm saying? Like nobody.
Apparently, that counts as a Kante goal. Apparently,
does it count as a Kante goal? Okay, cool. Well, he's
because was on target. Apparently,
yeah.
That definitely. I did a lot. Yeah, I think we should give it half and half. Dyer gets half and Kante gets half.
Yeah. But like, if we need people to contribute with Lukaku. You look at all the teams that have won titles. Like, it's not just one guy they hang their hopes on to score goals. Do you know what I mean? It's whether it's Man City, not last season, of course, but the season before, where Sterling's coming in, De Bruyne's coming in, Mahrez will chip in. Like, we need some goals coming in from Timo as well, because that is his actual job, is to score goals. So it's annoying, man, because we know when he comes on, he's going to create chances. But if you're not going to take them, then really it's the same as not creating any chances. The whole point of creating chances is to take the chances, not to just waste them and say, oh, that was unfortunate. In the first half, obviously, Mason Mount got hooked early on at half time, really. Mason Mount and Kai, second game running, not doing a lot for me at all. And it's a shame because, you know, they've both got a lot of potential, but so far they haven't got it kicking up. How much do you put that down to, Dami, chemistry, and how much is just they just need to fix up and improve their final ball?
I have a few things to say on this. Chemistry definitely needs to build. I mean, I'm never going to say it's just chemistry per se. I just feel like they're both off it. Last season, two of them were linking up quite a few times, and we're getting quite a bit of stuff done. Do you know what I'm saying? This is pre-Lamb. This is pre-Tuchel and post-Tuchel. Not post-Tuchel because Tuchel is still here, and currently with Tuchel as well. So it's not even necessarily a chemistry thing, in my opinion. Maybe you could argue that they need to get used to the car up front, but I mean, you've got something that you can play off, and like they both like to run. So that's one thing. But one thing that I would like to bring up that's a bit of a tactical conversation is the fact that Marcos Alonso, the space he occupies on the pitch, does choke up that midfield bit quite a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Marcos Alonso doesn't really give you the width that Ben Chilwell does bring on the left-hand side. And the whole idea of our wing-backs, is to generate quite a lot of width, which forces the opposition fullbacks to come out. And there'll be a little bit more space to play with. Marcos Alonso basically cuts in straight into the middle, right? And plays almost like a second striker and blocks off both Mount and Havertz. So I could probably say that they are a bit choked, but then again, I can make all sorts of excuses. But when the proof is in the pudding, bro, these guys in the last, in fact, since the start of the season, Matisse, let me keep it a buck. They've not been good. I watched them against Zenit. I watched them against who did we beat 3-0 against?
Aston Villa.
I watched these, brother. Aston Villa. I watched them live as well. Twice.
Speak about it live.
Brother, they were not on it. Do you know what I'm saying? They were not on it. Do you know what I'm saying? It was very frustrating, extremely frustrating. I feel like Marcos Alonso is definitely playing quite a bit of a part in it, but they are all being extremely frustrating right now. Mason Mount, he's trying very hard to get certain things done, but the end product is still not there. And Havertz, for me, what frustrates me with Havertz, especially when you watch the game, right? When he's off the ball, okay, he's very good at running in and around the place, and he's very aggressive in winning the ball back. But when it comes to protecting it, Matisse, this guy he's not physically, he's not a scrawny guy. He doesn't protect the ball with all his heart and might. It's almost like, I'm silky. We know you're silky smooth, big man, but we need you to also show us some of your flexing. He's true in it because
it's true. It's facts. I was saying it in the watch along.
So we need to get both things from both of them right now. So all this chemistry thing, I can understand it, but there's some. Look at that Mason Mount pass, for example. Mason Mount had Lukaku to Havertz. He had Lukaku had Havertz. Yeah, I've not watched it back, so I'm not entirely sure how plausible the 1-2 Havertz was. But that pass he gave to Lukaku, people are going to cook Lukaku for making a bad pass back to Mount. But look, what Mason Mount did there basically forced Lukaku to stop in his stride. Lukaku was running. He basically forced Lukaku to stop there, all right? Not only did he have to stop, he had to sort of rescan because the entire situation had almost basically changed within the... So those kind of things are what...
All the noise is back, they're saying.
Now. They need to up it, bro.
They're saying the noise is back on the audio. I'll mute you again. We'll see.
One sec. No.
You all good?
Yeah, I've changed my mic. Is this one? This
mic okay.
This mic is maybe. Not, yeah, this one, this shouldn't have that issue, yeah? But now... I'm saying at the end of the day, for me, it's one of them situations where they both need to just fix up in terms of the final third because I love them both, much like you do. But this is not, Matisse, look up. I know I've been waffling for like 2 minutes now. I'll give you back the mic. But
it's Lukaku, innit? The brother is ready to feast, bro. There's no excuses. We need to create chances.
He's been the one. I tweeted this a few days ago. I don't know if you saw it. I said, this Chelsea team, the reason why we've had a good first start of the season has been because of Lukaku. None of our other attackers have done crap. Lukaku made the Zenit game. Brother, I spent money to go to that Zenit game. He made the game worth it. It was just him. Aston Villa was him as well. Arsenal, he carried Arsenal. Mason Mount, Havertz, Ziyech. These brothers are not doing crap. They need to step up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The final ball is the weakest part of this team right now. We saw it against 100%. Liverpool in the first half when it was 11v11. We saw it against... we saw it today. We saw it today in both halves. And I think it's important to talk about these issues now when we're winning, because it's easy to talk about this stuff when we're not winning. It's easy to talk about this stuff now when we've had back-to-back games without winning and everybody's shitting themselves and everybody's saying, what's going on? Where's the final ball? Say it now. Let's say it now. So if this now happens in the future, we've already got the panicking out of the way. It's not sustainable to keep creating barely any chances in these two positions and expect defenders to come with goals and defend and expect Lukaku to exceed his XG all season. There's going to come a time this season where Lukaku's not scoring. Every striker goes through a patch. Hopefully it's not a very long patch. Hopefully it's just a couple of games. But we can't expect Lukaku to feed off scraps all season just because that's what he's been trained to do at Inter Milan under Conte. These attackers not only need to be creating, but they need to be scoring. I need to be seeing some goals from Mason Mount this season. I need to be seeing some goals from Kai. I need to be seeing some goals from Ziyech, from Pulisic when he gets back, from Werner. These guys got to chip in. You've already got Lukaku who takes a lot of the burden off your shoulders in terms of the pressure, but it doesn't mean that you stop. You still need to chip in a good amount. So that is the weakest part of the team, and that is the part of the team where they need to really improve now going forward. That's the area where I need to see improvement going forward. They're young, so I'm not surprised. If you look at the back line, it's very experienced. You look at the wing backs today, very experienced. Lukaku, very experienced. The midfield combination is very experienced. So it's no surprise that the area of the pitch that we're struggling in is the area of the pitch where most of the players are developing. Outside of Ziyech, who's in his prime, and Werner's 25, so I don't really want to do the development thing with him too much. No. But Mason Mount's still developing. Kai Havertz is still developing. Christian Pulisic's still developing. Hudson-Odoi, if he ever gets a game there, is still developing. So I can understand them not being consistent. But we need to see it more regularly than we're seeing it because we're not seeing it at all so far this season. So hopefully that's something that gets fixed. Against Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday, hopefully they rotate. Maybe they play a weaker team. I don't know what kind of team they're going to throw out there. I don't know how serious they're taking that cup. But I would play Kai that game. I would play just anybody who's not playing well in that attack. I'd rest Lukaku and I'd start playing some of them attackers. I'd rest Lukaku for two reasons. One, because he deserves the rest because he's been outstanding for the start of the season. We're going to need him next week against Man City. But I'd also rest him because I don't want them to have that reference point and that person to rely upon. I want them to go back to last season where it was like, shit, nobody's going to score, so I need to do it. And then Ziyech sometimes turned up against Man City, and sometimes Mount would turn up against Porto, and sometimes Werner might turn up against Real Madrid. And Kai against City in the Champions League. Because now they know, we got to do something, right? I don't want us to be overly reliant upon Lukaku, like, he'll bail us out. No, you still need to do your work. So we got a Carabao Cup game against Villa. I want to win that competition. I want to win every competition, but you need to manage the squad. You got to look after the players. Give Lukaku a week off. Let him be fresh for Man City, which is a big game at home next weekend on Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. And let's see even Kai go false 9 or whatever it will be. Let's put these brothers to the test now. Throw them up there. Now you got to do the business. Let's see what you're saying. That's what I would like to see. Daniel says Jorginho's been off recently. I would play Kante. I don't know where this has come from in terms of Jorginho. I really don't. I'm confused, Daniel. I don't know. I don't really know where that's coming from because personally, I don't see it.
Do you know what it is? The problem a lot of people had with this thing, obviously, is Kovacic has been playing very, very well.
And they want Kante back in the team.
You know my opinion on Kovacic. I'm telling you, he's playing very well. Just to give you context, as to especially brother, that last game in Zenit, brother, he was very, very good. He's been very, very good. Kante, do you know what the thing is? This team, I tweeted it from the very beginning. Matisse, the issue with today's performance, I criticized our midfield, but I knew the problem. The problem was a tactical situation because one thing a lot of people are not realizing, how many teams actually have 3 attackers pressing each of our 3 centre-backs, okay? And then you've now got a goalkeeper who's not as confident on the ball in Kepa. Mendy would have done a lot more pings if he was in the midfield, if he was in the back, in the post today. A lot of defenders are a lot more confident. And Christensen is also having to readjust to a different passing lane, receiving the ball in different position as well. There are so many different things because it all starts from the back. And then
the build-up play was incredible today.
Exactly. And then not only that, in the midfield, right? In the midfield, Tottenham were always going to overrun us. And Dombele coming back into play, then they're also going to be there as well. These brothers had midfielders, fam. And then Højbjerg, none of them guys are jokers. They've all got a lot of legs to them. Jorginho and Kovacic was never really, in my mind, the ideal pivot. Do you know I'm coming from? It wasn't the ideal pivot for this game because they were 100% going to get run over. So this Jorginho not really doing this and that. I don't understand it. If anything, should have been Jorginho Kante. Are you on the same sort of?
For me, I was happy with this pivot when it went out because one, Kante's only just come back from injury, so there's no point rushing him. He hasn't played in weeks, and he's been having little niggles and issues. So why rush him when we don't need to? Cover's been superb, and he was brilliant again today. Someone just saying another assist for Cover, by the way. Noted. Of course, yeah. So Cover's been brilliant. Great game against Aston Villa. Very good against Zenit. Great again today. Jorginho has been great coming on against Villa to, by the way, turn the whole. Because again, no one will remember, but the reason why we took control back of that game is because Jorginho went into the midfield against Aston Villa and he took back control. Because Saul didn't have any control because it was first day at the new job and he didn't know, his right from his left, and he didn't know, he didn't know his new co-workers. That's fine. Jorginho does. So he comes in and does the business at work again, brings home the money. Been doing a business. And today, the amount of turnovers we could add in midfield. But again, these guys are so reliable in terms of how press resistant they are, how aware they are of their surroundings. Might have got caught once in, I don't know, Jorginho.
Nah, I think they got caught a few times in the first half. It was when Kante came on in the second half, when we were man for man with Tottenham. That's why Tottenham couldn't do anything. Because man for man in midfield, we were too strong for them.
We're meant to be matching them up in midfield anyway. We shouldn't be overrun because Mason Mount should be in there. Mason Mount was playing today.
That's the problem.
Yeah, Mason Mount was playing today to match up. That's usually what happens when you play Mason Mount. You have him in there in a big game like this. So you go 3v3 in midfield, you match up, and then you're not going to get overrun, or you shouldn't be overexposed. I do agree though, when Kante came on, he was brilliant. One thing I will say is though, I think the two partnerships that I'm leaning towards is either Georgie and Kante. Obviously, Georgie and Kova, they can play together, or Saul and Kante, and then Saul maybe I don't know, and Kova. Obviously, he didn't have a great game, but I'm looking at Saul and I'm wondering, is Saul going to be the guy that sits, or is he going to be the guy that ventures forward? We needed a sitter.
Saul is the guy that moves forward. You know what I'm saying? Watching this game like Atletico, if anything, he's kind of like a cover. If anything, that's what I'm liking him to out midfielder.
But then we've only got Jorginho as the sitter.
Yeah, that's the situation we've got on our hands right now. I mean, sometimes Cover and Kante, these combinations they can work, but I think it heavily depends on who are going up against. You know what I mean? So like, it would be interesting to sort of see. But Saul sitting, that's why he got palmed by Aston Villa. Do you know where I'm coming from? That's the reason why he got absolutely palmed. He got the ball, but he lost the ball like 4 or 5 times. The crowd were having to tell him when players were on him as well before he realized what was going on. He's too slow on the ball. Obviously, that will get better with time because when you play for Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico, once you score your first goal, usually what happens is you've won the game, but not in the Premier League. So he needs to get used to that. But as a sitter, Tuchel might try again, but I don't think that's not his thing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not really his thing.
It's a little bit imbalanced then, because then that's the only sitter we have is Jorginho, which just makes him again all the more important, as I keep saying. So I have no problem taking Georgie out if he needs a rest, etc. But we're talking about someone who's had an incredible year, and he's the only person who actually sits in this team and wants to dictate in possession as well. Obviously, Kova does it as well, but he kind of sings off the same beat as Jorginho. When Jorginho moves, he moves. But in terms of Kova coming and being the deepest guy, positionally, he's not going to be as aware, and he's not going to. Jorginho made some very important interceptions in that second half. He was really up in the tempo of the game. How good Pogba could be behind the big Rom. Listen, I'm not here to dream. It's not something that I have at the, currently. It's not something we do not have the facilities for it. We do not have him. So I'm not going to talk about it. Right now, so no. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to hope and pray that the guys behind the striker start performing, because listen, that's all we can hope for. The transfer window is closed. I've always been saying it. It's a big season for all those guys. It's a big season for, I think, Havertz being the most expensive. He's not going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? He's long term. Mount, player of the year, not going anywhere. Obviously, it's Ziyech, Pulisic with the injuries, and Hudson-Odoi and Werner. Those four, they're the ones at the serious risk. Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
They're the ones at serious risk, because none of them cost so much money that you couldn't get the money back, and a couple of them are at the age where it's like, Yeah, development. No, I'm not sure about that excuse. And then obviously injuries play a part, and Hudson-Odoi is just Hudson-Odoi. So there's a lot of reactionary stuff going on in the chat. I don't know what's all this sell Mount to West Ham nonsense. Let's not waste my chat with stupidness.
Brother, let's not do this, man. Let's not do this. This is not it, fam.
But in terms of
stop it, fam. Stop it.
Oh God, let's not put things out into the atmosphere that are just not going to happen. But in terms of going forward, do you feel like those two, Havertz and Mount, even warrant a place starting again in the next game, or how do you feel about it? Or would you play them against Aston Villa to build up form, or would you go with? Again, I don't even know if I want to see them against Villa, because I would prefer to probably see Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah.
You know
what needs to be done? Like on it. Do you know it's hard? It's hard because we're going up against City next. And as much as City have not had the best start to the season, and when I say best start, I swear they're only like 3 points behind us as well. So it's not even like things are that bad. Am I wrong? I believe it's 3 points, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, exactly. It is 3 points. So for me, it's not even like they're that far away from us. So they've only had their 1L at the start of the season. But this Chelsea team, as of right now, Havertz and Mount, who else do you put in there? Do you know what I mean? Are we going to start throwing Pulisic into the mix? Are we going to start throwing new things? But then, what am I saying? We might as well. Because not that Mason Mount and Havertz are really doing too much of the team right now. I think the only person who could potentially warrant staying in there is Mason Mount. Because, like you rightfully said a couple minutes back, he does create that third option in midfield. But I'm also not going to be surprised if Tuchel goes with like a 5-3-2. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Just says, you know what, cover Jorginho, Kante, you do your thing. Lukaku can be up front, and then Pulisic, you can dance in and around. Or you could even give Ziyech the complete free room and be like, you know what, you can hover in and around the place. You've got Alonso on one side, you've got Aspi or Reece on the other side. I wouldn't be surprised to see anything along those lines. But honestly, I think Havertz and Mount right now, this is not, they are so much better than this Matisse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are so much better. So it's quite jarring to see what they're doing on the pitch right now. I don't think they should play any games as of right now, bro. I think they should come back for the game after City still. This Aston Villa.
The game after City.
Yeah, after City, bro. If one of them, both of them can't start against City. That's for sure.
No, I don't. I don't think both of them. I don't think both of them deserve
to
start against Man City. I would probably say one.
Exactly. So
the thing is, again, do you know what the issue is with Mason Mount? Because people will say, "Oh, Mason Mount will never get dropped," or "Why is he never dropped?" Because the role that he plays, especially against big teams, again, Man City is another game you'd probably expect him to start. Ziyech is meant to, for me, from what I see from profiles, Ziyech is meant to be Mason Mount's direct competitor in the fact that he can drop deeper into the midfield. He should be pressing. He should be also, getting a bit stuck in from that Ajax time. He has the legs for it. But then also, he's the only, you wouldn't say Pulisic will drop into a midfield 3 and make it a 3. You wouldn't say Hudson-Odoi does that. You wouldn't say Werner does that. So you wouldn't say Havertz does that. The only guy that would do that is Ziyech from the Ajax system. But he's not playing well. So then if you're not going to play Ziyech, you kind of have to play Mount against a team like Man City, because again, we've seen in the Champions League, we've seen in the cup game last season in the was it semi-final of the FA Cup, Mason Mount, you need him to block. You need him to block the runners of Kevin De Bruyne, the half spaces, Foden, etc. We still need to be very organized in a game like that. We can't just go all out attack. He's not going to play Lukaku. He's not going to play Lukaku, Hudson-Odoi, and Ziyech. Is he? Hudson-Odoi and I don't know, Werner or something, is he? But I would like to see Hudson-Odoi start.
That's assuming he doesn't play with 3 in the middle already, naturally. Because
he could do that.
Everybody was shocked. They were like, "Oh, why is Mason Mount coming up for Kante?" I'm like, brother, that is the swap. That is literally the important.
Yeah, that's the swap, isn't it? Yeah, that's true. That's the swap.
Yeah, that's it. That's the swap,
wasn't it? If Cover's going to be good, if Cover's going to improve, this is the thing. If Cover improves going forward with his end product like he has been, then that is the swap, isn't it? You play Kante, Cover, and Jorginho. Leave Saul on the bench, leave Mount on the bench, and then you go 2 up top. That's the other variation that you could probably go with, where you're like, okay, cool. Now we don't need Mount because we've got enough cover in midfield. We got the numbers to match up 3v3.
And it's not even just that. It's like, I swear Cover has is he not 3 or 4 goal contributions in his last 4 games? Brother, he's not. He's been involved. He's got more goal. He's got more than Mount. Yeah, that Mount and Havertz combined. It's not that amount of Havertz combined.
I think Havertz has got a goal against Liverpool. That's all I've seen, isn't it?
One thing they need to clock is they're not indispensable, bro. They are not.
Yeah, he's got 3 assists and a goal in 5 games. That is ridiculous, isn't it? Cover's got 1 goal, 3 assists in 5 games.
So my thing is, if Cover is going to be doing stuff like that, why Tuchel is not stupid. He's going to be like, hey, you look here. Kante can come in and do what I need Mount to do. Cover could potentially get those passes in from midfield deep. Lukaku is big enough to manage 2-3 man up front. He's shown it to us this season. And we can give it to one random dribbler like Pulisic or Ziyech or whatever to dance in the
or Hudson-Odoi even. Whoever bangs goals the fastest, that's who should get that position. Hudson-Odoi needs to work on his finishing. Pulisic can finish when he's on form as well. He's good for a goal. Werner needs to fix his finishing as well. If these brothers, whoever wants to finish, they could easily go up top there with Lukaku. And you can just, because Lukaku is going to hold the ball up. He's going to bring other people into play. He's going to be the strength. He's going to be the one that, that you knock the passes into, and he has good ball retention right now. And then you've got a runner next to him, a dribbler, someone that can cause havoc and take a little bit of pressure off of him. Cover loves to escape from little traps, burst forward. Kante can do the same as well. Jorginho is the sitter. So the 3-5-2 formation does work. Do you know what I mean? It does work. It worked towards the end of this game. It was Lukaku and Werner up front, Kante, Jorginho and Cover in midfield, and we look more dangerous. So you don't have to play the 3 attackers if they're not going to perform.
I won't worry about it being defensive in any way because our fullbacks are massively involved up front. And Cover, I think Cover is the difference now. Honestly, this is unheard of from my mouth, but Cover seems to be the difference.
Yeah, come on.
He's starting to pick up in front of goal. And that's what you need. Brother, if he can do that, then 3-5-2 is almost like, I swear you could not. I wouldn't say you put Cover as one of the 10s, but Cover will basically almost be operating like one of the 10s, but in a deeper position. So if you can do that, then brother, like Mount Havertz will need to start doing some. You need to, like you said, it's goal scoring that's going to keep one of these guys in the team right now, and they need to do it fast. I saw somebody tweet about Saul thinking, all right, you've got whatever time he has, you should half it by 90 or whatever. Mount, Havertz, Ziyech, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, all 5 of them. There are 2 positions up for grabs in that team. Honest to God. I don't know about you. My starting comes with Mount and Havertz, but brother, until they can actually evolve, it's free for all. Honestly, it's actually a free for all at the moment.
Bro, it is a free for all. Nobody's taking this game by the balls. No one's taking these positions. So it's a free for all. The formation can change in terms of the 3 can turn to a 2, and we can keep. Again, for me, until someone says that they're taking this position, the whole season's just going to go like this, where we just continue to keep rotating. I would prefer at some point that we get to a front 3 that we stick with, because it would be great to have some sort of chemistry, cohesion, and you can't build that up if you constantly have to rotate. However, we have no choice. If these brothers are not performing, you got to take them out. You've got to take them out. So that 3-5-2 is a potential against Man City. Kante's playing well when he comes in, when he's fit. Jorginho is doing well. Kova's doing incredibly well from an output point of view. And I feel like, again, me and Alex kind of discussed this on the byline. I feel like Tuchel might have sat down with Kova and Gallagher in pre-season and said, you guys are great players. You're press resistant. The 3-5-2 completely bamboozled us, says Tobi. Tobi, do you want to come in? Do you want the link? Let me know if you want the link, bro, in the chat. Let me know. So you had that situation with I think that he's maybe sat down with the 2 of them and said, you guys are very good footballers. You're great footballers. But if you can add end product to your game, you don't have to. It's up to you. But if you do, you're probably going to start more. And you're going to stand out. Sick. I'll send the link. It'll be good to get a Tottenham perspective. I'm not going to lie, because this has been. I mean, we did our prop, but we've also spoken about our frailties and where we need to improve. Now, the Tottenham perspective is something, because I'm not going to lie to you, I wasn't really paying attention to Tottenham too much. I was just focused on my team collecting the dub.
I mean, brother, Tottenham were quite solid in that first half. I've got to admit, you know what I'm saying? I was watching the whole thing as it was unfolding. Tottenham, a lot of people were saying Chelsea were just absolutely abysmal. I disagree. We were quite bad, but Tottenham were very good as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here like a hypocrite and act like Tottenham didn't play. They caught us off guard in that first half. They genuinely did. If Tottenham were just a bit more direct, and See, the thing is, it's unfortunate because Thiago's. And why am I saying it's unfortunate? It's unfortunate for Tottenham because Silva was on smoke. Brother, Thiago was too good. He was literally too good. He locked Harry Kane off completely. There were so many times Harry Kane tried to run in behind or run the channel, and Silva was right there. Or when brother, they were not so like the Tottenham side were good, but then that second half, like I said, that's why I'm gassing up Tuchel so much because he completely spun Tottenham's tactics on their head. And it caught them off guard. Not only did it catch them off guard, we tired them out. We did what we needed to do. So, man, honestly, I mean, I'm interested to hear what Tobi has to say as well because the even man have obviously been feeling like their last few wins have been fluke. So, it will be interesting, bro. It will be interesting. But Chelsea were absolutely beautiful in that second half. And where's the difference? Do you know what I'm saying?
I sent the link to Tobi, so he's going to be in here in a sec. This super chat says, serious conversations need to be had about Werner finishing now. 2 clear-cut chances, man couldn't capitalize. Can I say something as well? Do you know what I absolutely love about this fan base? Love about this fan base. When we're not crossing the line, when people are not crossing the line. But what I love about this fan base, the standards are so high. We've just beaten Tottenham 3-0, and we've spent half the stream praising them, and new contracts for Silva and Rudiger and doing propaganda. And now second half of the stream, we're serious, giving them feedback and giving serious critiques because let's have it right. We could pretend like as if we played well the whole game, but we didn't. It was a game of 2 halves. First half, we were not good enough first half. Second half, we were brilliant. And that's why it's very important for me, despite it being 3-0, for one half of the stream to be your prop and to be your energy and to be your all that stuff. And the second half of the stream, you need to be real because it's not just because it's 3-0 doesn't mean it's the same 3-0 as the next 3-0. You can have a 2-0 win and the performance is immaculate. 90 minutes, unbelievable. But the reason why it's so important to talk about this as well is that it's because it's consistent. This is just not a freak thing. It's not like Mount and Havertz and Werner and all these other guys have just had a freak poor performance and we're overreacting. This is consistent. The whole season so far, nobody behind Lukaku has stood up. We got to talk about it. And we're perfectionists. We want perfection. We want the best. It's what we deserve. So, yeah, I mean, listen, we spoke about Werner already, about the 2 clear-cut chances. I think the first touch for the Lukaku one, he wanted it on his right foot, should have anticipated that the defender was coming across to block him, and he didn't. And therefore, he didn't have the opportunity to get the shot off. And then the other shot was just like a little toe poke or like a little push. It was nothing. There was no height to it if you're going to lob the goalkeeper, and there was no pace on the shot if you was going to hit it past him. It was just a very, very tame, poor effort. And the finishing has been a problem for him. But I'm going to add in Tobi now. I'm going to let him have a rant, get it off his chest. I don't know if he's spoken on any streams yet or publicly about what's happened. So we have to let our brother Morn speak. Enjoy. The floor is yours, bro. How are you?
So I'm in my family home right now, so I don't have my mic. I was literally, the plan was to go home and then record my post-match, but I thought, you know what, fuck it, man. Let me just get home and do it now. My thoughts on the game. I felt we were good in the first half. And I feel like we caught you by surprise. I don't think you expected us to play like we did. I don't think you expected our press to be as organized as it was. I don't think you expect us to be as positive on the ball as we were trying to be anyway. I felt like even weak players so far this season, like Dele, he had a decent first half. Like I've been hugely critical of him in this central midfielder because he offers nothing usually, but I felt he was okay today. Son looked threatening, but not really sharp when he had that one chance in front of goal, but it's only one chance. I think the entire defense, I think Emerson, I see a lot of people giving him stick today. I thought he locked down that right side. I didn't think Alonso got any change out of him. I didn't think Werner, when he came on and got to the left, got any change out of him. I thought defensively, he gave as good as he got. Romero and Dyer, I thought they gave as good as they got defensively. I don't put any sort of blame on our defenders today for that result. I felt like the defenders, it's weird. They got parked 3-0, but they can go off that pitch with their heads held high. I don't think they defended poorly today. I think my only negative would be going forward. I felt Reguilon was so poor today. Like that first half, there was an opening, like he had to find Son. He had to find Son. You were.
I remember it. Yeah.
He's got to find Son. You have to. There's no excuses there. And Emerson, I don't think he's showing us. He's not showing us that he can go forward yet. Apparently he can, but the games we've watched, he seems a bit sort of weak when it comes to attacking as well. Nuno, I don't think he did much wrong today as far as the results.
It's a good team that you put out, because when I seen your starting 11, I was like, shit, this could be a lot. This could be difficult. When I seen your starting,
the lineup was positive. So I expect it, at least if you're going to lose, go down trying, innit? And I think we tried in the first half, but I think Kane, an embarrassment today. I think he's been shit since he's come back from.
I was about to ask,
coming to the team, he's been awful. I don't know why Nuno decided to play him on the left. I didn't really get why he was doing that. It was just weird, but he was so far out from the goal. I think his first shot in the game was only in like apart from the free kick, obviously, was only in like the 65th, 70th minute. Like he was nowhere to be seen as far as being in the box was concerned today. And Ndom is Ndom. I felt he played well. He gave those bummy fans in our fan base rationale to suggest like this guy should be starting, he should be playing. But the problem with Ndom is the same problem. He can't last. Do you get what I'm saying? Second half, however, in fact, first half as well, Thiago Silva was the only player who held it down for Chelsea in the first half, in my opinion. I think he was a cut above the rest. And he is a centre-back who I was telling Spurs fans before a ball was kicked last season, yo, why are we sleeping on this signing? Like, this guy is an elite centre-back and no one wants to take
and he's free.
He was excellent. In possession, out of possession, he was fucking quality. And then Thomas Tuchel makes a change at halftime. One change. It shows the quality, the levels in the team. We're bringing on Skip and Gil. We're bringing on a 20-year-old and a 21-year-old.
I said it before the game. I looked at your bench. And Scarlett and Skip and Gil was very young.
Bro, that sounded like World of Warcraft teams, fam.
It's ridiculous. We had fucking Dane Scarlett on the bench.
Yeah.
Dane Scarlett. He's 16, 17 years old.
Is that how old he is? Blood.
Bro, he don't even get minutes in conference.
Bro, I didn't even know his name. I've never seen him before. I've never seen him. That's why I was like, who is this brother?
The team, of course we had our injuries today, but the team was the bench was so bad. So when Nuno even wanted to change the game, there was literally nothing he could do as far as an adjustment was. But I don't want to take anything away from Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel. Like, the stats show it. In the first half, you had 6 shots, we had 6 shots. I think we had 1 on target. You had like 2 on target. In the second half,
I don't think we had any, actually. I don't think we had any shots on target in the first half. Yeah. It was really
second half, you bring on one of the best midfielders on the planet, and we can't touch him. Whenever, I think, apart from, I'm even trying to think of it now, has Kante ever had a bad game when we've played, win or lose? Anytime this guy gets on the ball, we can't touch him. And I felt like he was able, whenever we had the ball, he was there. And when he had the ball, we can't touch him. He protected the ball so well, and before we tried to go get it, he's released it, or he's driven with the ball. He changed the game completely in the second half. Centre backs Christensen and Rudiger were excellent today as well. Aspilicueta, I don't think he put a foot wrong today. I think the only place where I'd say it was a bit weak defensively is Alonso, but we know that already. Like, I felt like most of our issues were coming from that side, but even him, he was a threat going forward today. Like, he almost scored with that mad volley pass again from Thiago Silva.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only time we really caught Emerson out, was when Thiago Silva played that pass over the top and he made that run, and it was a great run from Alonso, and he slashed it up against Hugo Lloris. But the funny thing is I'm glad you came on, because you've brought some perspective on the fact that the game in the first half, the statistics were even. Do you know what I mean? And I'd say we were less dangerous than you in the fact that we didn't have any shots on target. But then second half, the amount of chances we had to kill, we could have made that 4-5.
Crazy.
Have you not seen the volley?
Have you not seen the stats? In the second half, you had 13 attempts at goal.
That is, I knew it was mad, but I didn't know how many it was.
Take this in. 3 big chances you created, and you missed all 3 of them, and you still scored 3 goals in the second half. Take that in. So when I tweeted today, this game could have been 5-0. Some people in my comments are saying, "Oh, you're twerking for Chelsea." Bro, It's not twerking for Chelsea. Use your fucking eyes and watch the game. I'm sick to death of defending myself against these fucking stupid ignoramus fans who think that the only way to support a team is to support them blindly. Use your eyes. You were getting pulled from
Tobi, I want to ask you.
That Rudiger goal, I swear to God, it was like if you didn't score from that sequence of play, something would have been wrong there, because it was literally pummeling, just pummel.
Somebody clipped that.
We couldn't get the ball out of our box, and eventually the ball falls to Werner. No one closing him down because his tired legs. Yeah, and then Rudiger slots it home. Fam, it was coming. It was coming, bro. And all these fucking idiot fans who keep saying, "Oh, it's twerking." It's not twerking. Use your eyes. We were 13 attempts in one half at our backyard. What did I say to you on the Big Six on Friday? I said we'll be lucky to score. The only reason why I said even 2-1 is just because everyone was goading me about Lukaku and Ken. I said, you know what, fuck it. Just for the banter, let me try and see if he can score. But in my heart of hearts, I didn't think we were going to score today. Yeah, we might go for it. I didn't think we were going to score today. 3 goals we scored in our opening 5 games, and only one of them has come from open play. This team fundamentally have
it's mad. When you say it all like that, it's actually mad.
Innit? That is a ridiculous statistic,
bro. We can't play. And again, I sort of feel sorry for Nuno, because one, he had a piss poor bench to work with today, but 2, again, we're putting conservative managers who don't know how to get the maximum out of poor players in positions where they're not going to look good. What did I tell you about this manager? Yeah. Good manager on his day. He has his limitations. He's not Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel's made.
He's not.
Thomas Tuchel.
But does it when you go shopping in Aldi, you know the fruit does expire earlier. You know what I mean? This is what happens.
The fruit expires quicker.
And the thing is, people asking me, "Am I worried about this? Are you worried? 2 back-to-back 3-0s. I'm not worried. I'm resigned to this. This is what we are. We're not a good side. So yeah, we should be getting slapped 3-0 at home when we play like that. We're not
mad,
good.
Doris.
We're not a good
mad
side.
when you deep it.
And as I said, Thomas Tuchel, the difference between a manager like Nuno and Thomas Tuchel has turned players who are struggling into good players in the system that he's incorporating. And it's mad. We literally had a manager like that. We had a manager who could make poor players play to their maximum. So you're telling me that on top of the fact that you're not going to spend and buy players that can actually improve.
Again, none of the players that you brought, apart from Romero at centre back, are here for the ready and now. They're here for the starting 11. They don't
play well today as well. Romero,
yeah.
I felt like, of course, the second half the game opened up and Lukaku was getting more space, but I felt like Eric Dyer and Romero they handled Lukaku relatively well. I want to say relatively well before the Chelsea people come at my neck. I feel like our centre backs did a decent job today.
Yeah. Listen, defensively, we couldn't really do anything in the first half at all. Like there was no cohesion, understanding of how to create chances for Lukaku. It's something that we've struggled for the last 2 games with Zenit in midweek. In the Champions League, we didn't really create anything, and then Aston Villa as well, where again, first half we were very ropey. Aston Villa had a lot of control. Then second half we start to break it. It's very similar to be honest, the Aston Villa game. Apart from the possession, because I thought we was good in possession and we were very good playing out from the back today. But in terms of the way that we could not create clear-cut opportunities until the second half in both these last 2 Premier League games is very consistent theme that seems to be coming here. Anita, big up. That is the real Anita, not the fake one. Everybody's going mad in the chat. She will be here next week, she says. Again, busy girl. Do you know what I mean? Sky Sports, Football London. Shout out Anita. Big up. We miss you, man. We miss you on the stream. Celebrating with us, but she'll be back next week, she says, hopefully. So look forward to that, people. But hey, she's in the chat, so halfway there, you're almost there, you're getting teasers.
Actually, Tim, I want to ask you, obviously, I feel like we might not move right now. You've obviously got Pamba, also got Pamba, Crystal Palace. Brother, what you guys got? Let me know. Tobi looks like he could cut off my head, fam. So let me know if we smoke them too much.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry at Chelsea. I'm not angry at anyone. I'm just whatever.
I know what you're saying, but like on the real, like for me, like don't you feel like, because I feel like your next set of fixtures are quite favourable, do you know what I'm saying? Obviously you've got Arsenal away, you've got some random team in the Conference League, Aston Villa, Newcastle. Do you feel like you guys do you think picking up some decent momentum in the next set of games will do you guys any good right now? Because as much as I agree with you that your team is not necessarily the best right now, and I don't think you can be challenging for the league or anything, I feel like you guys could put a run together and potentially challenge for one of those top four. Top four is a bit of a stretch, but like you
Dami,
could
don't
push,
do
you
this. You've seen today, Manchester United got positive juju on their side, right? Mark Noble comes on. He comes on to take a penalty because he's meant to be the man putting it in, and he fumbles the bag and it doesn't go in. Monster, bro, if you want the link, let me know, my brother. I haven't spoken to you in actually time. We need to set something up. So if you want the link, let me know. I'll send it in. So Man United get the win today. Man City obviously dropped points, but we know they're going to make top four. Liverpool, I've definitely researched. There's a serious resurgence from Liverpool. Again, I've been saying it on the Big Six. Liverpool are not down and out. They got a top team. They had injuries last year. People was playing the violins, cause banter, but at the same time, when Liverpool have a fully fit team and they're able to play the players that they want to play out, and that's with both their fullbacks missing, by the way, both the fullbacks that are high chance creators for them. Now, Liverpool are back in the conversation as well. There's no space in the top four for anyone to enter. I can't see anybody getting in. The gap in quality and class is too much. And when you look at, for me, the main thing for Tottenham is not even the 11, because the 11 that they put out today, I was somewhat worried about. If they all play to their capabilities,
it was a positive 11.
Yeah.
It was a positive 11, but the problem
it was a proper 11. I was worried. The only thing is that one, Kane is not on song, and he's the creator plus the goal scorer outside Son. And I don't know. I keep asking you every week, and I'm going to keep doing it. I don't know where Kane's headspace is, because these clangers that he's dropping, it's not normal. It's not normal. So the way that he's moving, even his mannerisms, doesn't look right. But the depth, the Tottenham don't have the depth. That's the problem. They got the first 11, but then the depth, and I keep saying it, you're playing on Thursdays as well.
I told you that we don't have the first 11. That's where you're wrong. We do not have the first 11. We still don't have a good right winger. We still don't have a certain midfielder alongside Højbjerg and Ndom. We don't have a playmaker. Yeah, we don't have. That's about 3 positions I've named off the 11. And then when you look at the subs, the depth is scary. It is scary.
Yeah, it's bad.
Scary. We don't have a backup striker to bring.
Like, you legit don't have anyone. Because where's Vinicius gone? What happened to him?
He was on loan. He was on loan, and our backup left winger is Bergwijn. So it's basically like having nobody. Our backup midfielders are fucking Lo Celso and Winks. Lo Celso is oh my God. How this guy pulled the wool over my eyes, I don't know. He's the biggest fraud. He's such a fraud. He does nothing on the pitch.
Oh my days.
Somebody said it.
I was about to get onto him, man, because this is Lo Celso Don, fam.
Fam, one of the guys who I follow on Spurs Twitter, he's been saying for yonks, Lo Celso is just the Argentinian Winks. Henry Wright, big up Henry. He's been saying for like a year now, since I've known this guy, that Lo Celso is poor. He's not good enough. And you're literally watching it. I said it so many times towards the end of last season. Give me one good match this guy has played for Spurs in 2021. You'll struggle. Give me one good game which has given us even 60 minutes of good performances. You will struggle. He is useless. There's no cuteness to his game. There's no incisiveness to his game. He can't score. He can't carry the ball. He can't shoot the ball. He can't do anything.
Honestly, what does he actually do for real?
Nothing.
Like, seriously,
he does nothing, bro. He does absolutely nothing. And the problem is, today with that lineup, as positive as it was, we have fundamentally 2 midfielders who do nothing. Dele Alli went from playing a decent game and a decent performance in the first half, on and off the ball, to useless in the second half. All of a sudden, he's being his usual wasteful self for the ball. He was the one who wasn't picking up Thiago Silva for the first goal. Useless. Back to running around like a headless chicken with that stupid hair. Bro, team's dead. So our first 11 is still flawed, and our bench options are even worse.
What kind of so just before we wrap up, because I don't know, I haven't heard anything from Monster yet, but in terms of like, and obviously we're going to talk about it more in depth on the London show, but in terms of just your aspiration, not even aspirations, that's a stupid word to use. What for the season, from what you've seen now, 9 points, 2 defeats, negative goal difference. What do you see, or do you need? Are you just like, you need the January window because you need to make additions for the season to even be an improvement on last season. I don't even know what the aim is. Maybe Europa League football instead of.
We need to play differently. We need to play a bit more like we did in the first half consistently, and we need to play with a bit more fluidity. And on top of that, overarching and main point, we need new players. We need new players. A lot of people at the end of our window are saying this is an 8 out of 10 because we got rid of Sissoko. How can it be an 8 out of 10?
That's very high.
The squad fundamentally has not improved in the midfield and attack. We've lost a striker, we've lost Gareth, but we've not improved. We've not added any genuine quality to the midfield and the attack. Brian Hill and Sarr, they look like young, talented players, but they're not going to be immediate improvements to the first team right now. So when you ask yourself, what improvements have we made to sharpen this midfield and attack? Minimal. And people are saying 8 out of 10 window. 8 out of 10 window for what? We don't even have a backup striker. Kane's going to have to play on Wednesday.
I can't believe the fact that
come on, man.
I can't believe you don't have a backup striker. Like, honestly, that Scarlett brother, and I seen him on the bench. I said, who is this Scarlett brother? Who is he?
He's a young, talented kid, but he's a kid. He's a kid.
Crazy. Well, listen, he better do Rashford things, innit? He better do Rashford things.
Can we pack up on this Tottenham talk? Because I'm not.
I'm gonna wrap up fully anyway.
We can. Just my last take on Chelsea as well. You lot, like, Thomas Tuchel's an elite manager, man. I can't even lie. Second of all, though, Timo Werner is scary. He is scary. Like, I would. What
do you mean by scary?
No. If I was a Chelsea fan,
that is the funniest thing I've heard from
if I was a Chelsea fan, I would be scared because this guy, it doesn't look like he's going to be turning the corner anytime soon. And it doesn't look like it's a confidence thing now. Like, this genuinely looks like this is who he is. Like, he came on. Like,
man, I'm saying this is his final form.
Bro, came on, he had 2 chances.
Man says his evolution has come.
He's scary. He's actually scary. And I like Werner as well, but, like, bro, I can't co-sign the rubbish that I'm seeing him do week in, week out now. You came on the pitch and you had 2 chances gift wrap, 2 chances that Lukaku's dispatching. Very, very scary.
Yikes.
Be scared of that guy. I can't even lie to you.
That's scary, you know. That's the funniest thing I've heard. Oh my goodness.
Well, listen, people, we've spoken. Go on, last point, bro. Go for it.
From a non-Chelsea fan, what did you think of Jorginho and Cobb in the first half? Did you not feel like you guys were just overrun us?
Yeah, I think we did. I felt like when Jorginho was able to find space, he used the ball well. But I feel like our press was really good in the first half, and I felt like we were pressing Jorginho and Kovacic into a lot of errors. And then I felt like when Kante came on second half, you then had we were sort of burning out from an energy point of view because we had 3 men to deal with instead of 2. And then Kante, the metronome he is, like, he just non-stop on and off the ball. Like, he literally took our energy levels from like here to there. So yeah, that's it.
I think for me, final thoughts, people, what a win. First of all, again, there's things to improve on. We spent half the stream hyped, doing propaganda, asking for new contracts for Rudiger and Thiago Silva. And then the other half critiquing those attacking midfielders who in the first half created absolutely nothing. So nice, a lot of balance. You got Tottenham perspective as well. Big up Tobi for coming on. And listen, check out his channel, TapinTobs.
I'm doing it now at 8:30.
Yeah, so he'll be doing his review as well. So check that out, people. Dami, check out his channel. He's put out a video as well for the review of this game. And make sure you subscribe. Links are in the description as per usual. Victor or whichever mod's out there. Today we'll probably throw the links in there as well. For me, just smash the likes, people. Subscribe. I think the minutes for the goals being celebrated, I'm sure will be in the comments of the watch along, so you can check that out if you wish. And I'll be back tomorrow with some form of content as well. We'll see which one it is. So yeah, in a bit, people. Bless up. Enjoy the win. Like I said, don't take the wins for granted when you go up to North London and collect a win. It's always a time to enjoy it, whether it's Arsenal, Tottenham, doesn't matter. Whether Mandem are declining or not, it doesn't matter. We're taking the points and we're enjoying. So in a bit, people, peace.